Ask him the name of his company.
What's the name? I know it's Ray something.
Raymond.
It's called Raymond.
Can you imagine I was like a multi-millionaire and I was just hiding it this whole time?
Bro, I beat the
You
shit
had
out
your
of you.
own, my own company with my own
I
name
beat
on
the
it.
shit out of him.
Oh,
Like,
to
bro,
avoid that
we've
child
been struggling. We've been struggling to hold down a recording location, and you out here multi-millionaire?
He said, and you over here trying to avoid child support. Anything to avoid child support.
For real.
I wouldn't be mad.
And we haven't upgraded our equipment.
If he's a millionaire,
we don't have a whole podcast
I'll comfort
studio?
him, right? I'll become his good friend, and when he's not looking, take everything he owns.
Damn, that's
I
rough.
just said, my guy's
life.
turning 16.
said it's
The
called
countdown
life.
has started.
Wow.
Countdown. Yeah,
He's
I'm telling you
16?
to beat the shit out of
he's
you. Watch.
15. Crazy enough, the mayor just posted him.
16.
Derek.
That's when you start holding real resentment for your dad. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's when you
weren't-
start getting memories that you take to the grave. And shit.
You weren't here for this
Nah, but he don't have that moments with you.
I told him he's going to square
during
up with him one
pandemic
day. Watch.
sometimes.
Well, the pandemic. That's
Yeah, but it's
you should
different.
understand. He's 16. Grow up.
Pandemic resentment.
He needs to grow up. He listens, by the way, too. All right, so let's get to it.
All right, everybody. Welcome, everybody, to a new episode of Our Pod Your Entertainment. This is actually episode number 68.
You
Oh,
68.
nice. Our pod your entertainment is going on.
68 already, baby.
Nice.
About to hit that milestone 70 any moment now. I am Ralph. I am here. I am ready to fucking pod.
It's been a while.
I'm happy. I'm 35. I'm FUNemployed. Let's get it. I'm fluffy and I can still take your bitch.
That's
That's aggressive.
aggressive and
Another
Confident.
year around the sun for you, man. Right?
Yeah.
good self-esteem on this end.
35 hurts a lot more than 34. I'll tell you that.
I don't know, I felt
I will-
34.
woo.
Oh, I felt 30,
We
32.
brought in 34 pretty good. I appreciate you guys coming out. Shit.
32. I was fucking bodied that day. I
That
think
was
I
a good
argued.
day.
I think
I
argued.
wasn't there, but it's fine.
Yeah, I wasn't there either.
Nah, it was one of those like
It was last minute.
Last
last
minute.
minute.
But that's
Those,
how we
those are
are,
the best.
Yeah,
Those are the good ones.
And like with COVID, like shit was weird. Like I had a spot set up, like I had a karaoke spot set up in Westfield,
Yeah.
and the lady was trying to fucking do me dirty.
She did you
So
dirty.
I had to switch it up last minute, and the place I went to only allowed like 8 people in the fucking room, which was a big ass room for
It
like
was a
8
big
people,
ass
right?
room. So that was a hustle for them. By
But
the
the
way.
other lady was trying to hustle
And
me.
your
hard.
birthday took place before they opened everything up too.
A little bit,
Right
yeah,
before.
like a week or two
Yeah, right
before.
before.
Right before.
So see, I had the good fortune of
Being
having my
fully
birthday
open.
after everything
Yeah.
fully open. It's
Which-
not. Wait,
I was gonna
it's
say, it's
not as
not-
cracked up as people would think. And I'm
Because
explaining to
everybody
you
went
why.
out and everything's
You know,
kind of, yeah.
let me finish introducing, but I'll let you guys know. So to my left, I got my co-host Ray.
Never have order.
How you doing, brother?
Yo, I'm good. We gotta check everybody's mental health. That's the thing.
Yes.
I'm dying inside.
You're dying inside.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
Scale of
Finish
1 to
this.
10, how you doing?
No.
Wait, I gotta give my mental health.
No, you got introduction. Let's finish that first.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
Order, right?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
well, that explains it.
Then we got
What's
to
going
my
on,
right, we got Wes.
Yo,
What's going on, Wes?
what's up?
All right, and then we got from Toxic As Friends podcast, we got Mr. Paulito Vega. How are you, sir?
I'm doing very well. Thank you guys for
If
having
I
me.
had a soundboard with the,
One day I'll have that vibe.
we will, and maybe the gunshots too.
I can't do all that though.
It's
No,
a lot
we'll
to
have
control. The boards are a lot to
We'll do that.
control.
I believe in you.
We'll share the duties.
Okay, cool. We could do that then.
But so yeah, how is everybody's mental health?
I'm dying inside.
Your dynasty scale
Yeah.
1 to 10, give it to you.
Mental, and I guess business or financial wise. Financial's okay. We're doing good. We're still on the same pace.
You hear him? We're doing
Weird.
good.
It's different.
Now it's different.
Weird.
Now it's we're doing good.
We-
Jesus.
We're starting to transition the move in phase.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's over for
you
him.
remember that, ball?
It's a wrap,
You
dog.
remember that phase?
and yeah, it's I won't say I'm dying for it, but it's a scary. I haven't been in this situation in over almost close to a decade now.
Ray-
It's
Hold on, let
rapid.
me ask you this
Ray,
though.
blink twice if you're okay.
Let me ask you this though.
This is when
Why
you zoom
why
in.
rush the moving in phase?
I don't think it's a rush in. I think we both are at. I'm at the age, and she's at a point in her life where that's what is beneficial for both of us.
To be in the same
And
place?
we're together all the time anyway. Why spend? Because I was looking for an apartment for myself, and I didn't want to be at my parents anymore. I feel like I need to get out of that nest.
Yes.
Because I was comfortable. Until I get out of that nest, I won't progress in life.
Yeah.
Okay.
And once I met her, even more pressure came on. Like, you gotta like leave the nest because at the end of the day, you've been here your whole life.
You know what it is though? Like the whole leaving the nest thing. It's like it's this double mentality because, for some reason, for Spanish like kids, you almost feel like we're at that age where now we got to take care of our parents.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like I'm just attached along.
And that's a
And
situation
now it's
I
like
had
I'm
now.
holding this house down, and you get this fear of
leaving.
That's why I brought my parents along because I
Yeah.
didn't want to leave them. So I was like, yo, if I get a 2-family, like, y'all coming? And they're like, fuck yeah. And I was like, all right.
And that's how it should be. That's how it should be. But that's this transition I'm going with now where it's like.
But it's that long
I'm not
battle
there.
because, like, you probably wanted to be out, but then
But
you
I
start
can't.
thinking to yourself, like, damn, how am I not going to give them this rent?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's always circumstances come out. Somebody moves out,
Somebody
this and
moves
that,
in,
and then you're
mhm.
sitting there like, fuck.
What do I do?
But
So
now you're like, I'm out.
I'm transitioning into it now where it's like I'm not dying inside and stuff. I'm joking, but
Yeah.
there is a lot of pressure on me where like there's days that I don't even look at my phone. I don't know if you guys noticed. I'm not on Instagram ever. Like I used to like post and put stories. Now I'm like, bro, I'm stressed the fuck out. Like I gotta all these people's feelings I gotta deal with. I gotta deal with my girls, her kids, my son, his mother, my mother. So that's the pressure I have right
Much
now.
work.
It's funny how you gotta deal with all these feelings, but you didn't say yours.
Come
Ah,
on,
put
man.
yourself
Take care
last.
of yourself, King.
But
Self-care is the best care,
that's the
King.
thing.
Nah, you gotta put yourself
gotta
first,
put-
King.
Yeah, you definitely gotta put yourself first.
When it comes
In
to
order
your-
to take care of everybody else, you need to
gotta
take care of yourself first.
bro.
Because I'm wearing myself
But part
out.
of like growing up is putting yourself in the back burner too.
That's what it is, though.
But
But that's a transition. I'm still learning how to do it.
Well,
I'm still
that's what we were
conditioned to.
conditioned and brainwashed into thinking
Yeah.
we had to do.
Yeah, but not
Now-
like shit doesn't fall into
of
place
course.
until you do that.
No,
shit.
and I understand, but I think now we need to kind of stop that cycle where it's just like, no, we can't put ourselves on the back burner because if we're not fine to take care of ourselves, we can't
Take care of others.
take care of
No,
others.
yeah.
True, that's
We
true.
absolutely cannot.
But you know what? You always land on that crutch too, because a lot of times that selfishness, because it is selfishness. Is like you're like, let me work on me. You're never gonna be
And that was my
like up to par.
that
But
was
you
my
can still get better.
You
where
could
you at.
always still get better, but sometimes working on other shit will actually elevate you.
yeah. Like for instance,
So
I was stagnant.
It's a give and take on that.
I was stagnant in my situation. My life in general was stagnant. It was like I'm here with my parents. I'm helping you guys out. Then I ended up meeting somebody, and that gave me the push to better myself and get things done and start to progress as an adult. Because I was complacent.
Yeah.
I was complacent. We all know that. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. But it's one of the things like having a person like her pushes me to make
That's what you
these
want in a partner.
uncomfortable at making these uncomfortable situations and decisions that need to be made. So that's where I'm at. But
I see that.
besides that, I'm happy. She's happy. Everybody's happy. But it's the transitioning that it's wearing on me a little bit. So I'm like a
feel you.
6.5, I would say.
How about you, Paul? How's your mental health?
That nigga living his life. This nigga's living the best life
You
possible.
never know.
Nah,
you never know.
You never
No,
know.
like being at home with my daughter is like one of the best things because I get to enjoy her so much. But every day I'm not at work, it makes me not want to go back to work even more.
Oh, okay.
So every day I'm looking for something else because I need something else. One, I need
Something
to
to
make
keep you
more money
busy.
for my family.
Of course.
Two, like the health risks of my job are just too out of the fucking roof. Like I'm tired of doing that shit.
Yeah.
And you're good.
I remember the first time I went back, I remember climbing and telling myself like, yo, I need to stop doing this. Because before, climbing was no problem. Put
We've
the ladder
had this
up,
conversation
run
multiple
up,
times.
do what I got to do and run down. And I remember like my first time when I went back, I ran up and I started like shaking.
Oh shit.
And that shit doesn't happen to me. And I was like, fuck, being away from the job so long.
You
Rusty.
Now I got shit to like
Now you're
worry
double
about.
thinking. You're
So now I'm up there nervous, and you can't be up there nervous.
nah.
can't
So
work
now,
that way.
now when I'm home and now the countdown is on, like, oh, you're back in a month. So I'm like, fuck, maybe I need to find something before I go back.
Something different, yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is, like you said, you get complacent. The job is schedule's too good. Sometimes it pays too good. Things like that. And
Time off is too
time
good.
is too. Yeah.
You got a good benefit package as well.
Look, I've been home.
That's what I'm saying.
For real. I'm just like, wait. When was your kid born?
But this is your chance now to like figure it
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
This is the time that you got to take to figure
And
it
then
out.
that also kind of beats you up in your head because you let a day go by, it turns into a week, turns into a month, and then you're
Complacency.
sitting back, you go, fuck, I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, no.
I've been trying to update my resume for the past 3 weeks.
Now you gotta do it. You
I
gotta
still,
do it.
and this is somebody like not a personal. It's a personal friend of mine. He says you should update your resume every 6 months.
Yeah, you gotta do it
Wow,
every
really?
6 months.
Every 6
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
Find something new to add to it that makes it look better.
Or find something irrelevant that's no longer relevant to you to take out.
Every 6 months. I'm like,
Either
wow, I
add
didn't know
something new that can enhance your resume, or take something out that can possibly weigh down your resume.
that. Yeah. You always have to
I
constantly.
gotta
go
figure out how to redo my resume. 'Cause
I
my
haven't-
resume right now just
And you
sits
gotta
as
make
like
sure your resume has the keywords.
experience of employment, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't really tell you the skills that
You've acquired throughout the years.
Not just
That's
that,
where
but
I'm
also
at.
your accomplishments at your job.
Yeah.
Put that in there. So, like, let's say, for example, me. I'll take that, for example. I worked in a call center, right? So, for the first year, me working there, I took phone calls. I did customer service. So, if I wanted to, I could put, I did, I would complete this many calls in a month or in a week, whatever it was. I can put those metrics there as an, kind of like as an accomplishment, especially if I did higher numbers than I was supposed to. With when I moved to quality assurance, the same thing. Okay, how many case files or complaints am I dealing with, that I'm taking care of, this is that. So that's what I would do. So me, and I know I actually have 2 resumes. So for example, like I went back to school. So I'm going back to school for media communications because I really want to do this podcast thing. So I have that kind of resume, and then I have the resume for like.
Oh, so you have like an entertainment media resume,
Yeah.
and then you have like a professional.
I got exactly. So that's the one. I'm working on tidying, cleaning up both, and we'll see how it goes. It's been 9 days since I got fired from my job, and like I told Ray, when we were out for my birthday on Saturday, I was like, bro, I'm the happiest I've been in 8 years.
Oh,
I spent
damn.
8 years at that job.
Yeah, it's a gift and a curse.
Well,
yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
So you could see maybe it's like you said,
So
it's a gift
I
and a
got
curse.
my cousin got me that job because I was working a dead-end job. I was working in retail. Retail's not a guaranteed paycheck.
No.
So I needed something else. So he got me this job. And I was like, yo, you know what? I'm be there for a year, and then find something. A year turned into 2 because the job market was trash. It wasn't even about me getting comfortable.
No, and then you.
But the first
and then
3
you progress
years,
sometimes.
yeah, the first 3 years was the job market was trash, and then I moved up to a better position, more pay. So I'm just like, fuck him, let me ride it out.
Yeah.
And then that 3 years turned into 5 years. 5 years turned into 7.
Damn.
And then, I got passed over for 2 promotions.
But that's why you have to update your resume. So
Yeah,
let's
man.
check on Paul's mental health.
Other than that, I'm great.
From
So
1 to 10.
Scale of 1 to
let's talk
10.
about it.
about an 8.
About an 8? Okay,
Nice.
I like
Good
that.
shit.
I deal
that.
well under pressure too. Yo.
I
You
like
do.
that.
You do.
Wes,
What about
what
Wes?
about you?
Okay, so what are we doing?
Mental health. What's your mental health like, bro?
All right, let's see what my mental health is at. I'll probably say I'm gonna say a 7.
Okay.
7.
That's
I
a
think
decent
Because you got a
number.
stressful job.
yeah,
Yeah, you really do.
the job is very stressful.
And are your hours crazy?
Well, my hours are 6 to 2, 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. 2 p.m. I'm sorry, 2 a.m. That's crazy.
That
I was
was
gonna say. I was doing that. I was like, you work like
I'm like,
18-hour
bro.
shifts.
Bro, you're working 20 hours, a 20-hour shift.
6 a.m. to 2 p.m. What kills me is
Oh,
the
that's
commute.
that's pretty good.
It sounds beautiful, but the commute.
You've been trying to commute with Kowal for months.
They've been trying to become the city boys,
Nah,
the
The
New
commute.
York boys.
You head to the city?
I work in Long Island, bro.
Oh shit.
Long Island,
fucking
Queens,
hike, bro.
The hospital is between Long Island and Queens, so it's let me tell you something. I love my job, bro. So, yeah, you know what I mean?
So that makes the commute worth it
It's
to an extent.
to a certain extent because
So if you like what you do,
you have to be at work at 6.
I have to be at work
So
at
you're
6.
getting up at
4.
I'm up at 3 in the morning
3
every
in
day.
the morning. Yeah.
I'm out the house probably like
bro. I'm not doing
4,
And you're driving into the city?
driving. Driving
take
every
has
day.
to. There is
Railroad
no
or
public
something?
transport at that time.
You're right.
Public transport starts at like 5:30.
You're right.
But like I always say to everybody,
But you're
'cause,
beating all the traffic.
to there, but back, forget
What's
about
over?
it. It depends.
What's your commute like? How many hours you thinking on the road?
Well, to there is probably like 45, 50 minutes. On the way
That's
back,
not too bad.
It's not too bad
because there's no traffic.
when there's traffic, it becomes an hour and a half.
Now,
and then
if
you get
I'm
into
leaving
that
at
rubbernecking.
2, I'm looking like an hour, 15 hour, 20 minutes.
But from Long Island, that's still not
But
bad.
remember,
because
I'm
Long
a supervisor,
Yeah.
so
You're never getting
really
out.
I'm never leaving at
Yeah,
2.
as a supervisor, you
You know
never
what I
leave.
mean? So once I hit that 3, 4 o'clock, for instance, today, I left specifically early. I got the green light to leave at 1:30, so I left work at 1:30. You know what I mean? I literally got to Jersey at, what was it?
4:00.
No, like probably like 4. Yeah. Yeah, 4 o'clock. Sitting
On
in
a
traffic.
Friday?
It's wild.
Sit
Let
in
me ask you
traffic.
this though, because this is it's funny that you mentioned that, because there's always two types of supervisors,
Of course.
Yeah.
and you sound like you're that extra hardworking supervisor, because there's always that supervisor that'll be there with you. That if you need something, will even come out on the field and help you with some shit. Like knows what they're doing.
He gets his hands dirty.
and is
Yo.
always like reachable. Even on their day off, you can call that supervisor.
Yeah, man.
And then there's that supervisor who's like always at home.
With his girl.
But it's
And her
crazy
two
how that
kids.
shit happens, right? And
It's
like
true.
you're like,
It's true.
and you're like, he might be your supervisor, but you're calling this guy
Word.
because he's there.
Word.
Of course.
You know, I get that a lot at work. I'm not gonna even front. It's so funny that you say I get that a lot. You know, there's people that be like, "Yo, how come?
I can't
you don't
reach
want?
so-and-so."
You sure you don't want to be my supervisor? You don't want to be? Come on our side, blah blah blah, whatever the case." And I'd be like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm good."
yeah.
But you know, before I became a supervisor, I used to do what they were doing. You know what I mean? Like
You
I worked
your
my way up.
Well,
to there.
if you don't mind me asking, what did they do? 'Cause
So-
I thought you worked in the hospital, right?
Yeah, I work in a hospital right
So
now.
like nurse.
Nah, I'm not no nurse.
He
I'm not.
Haitian, that's why. Because he's
Not a
Haitian.
technician.
Because he's Haitian, that's
Nope.
why you asked him if he's a nurse.
Nope.
No.
I know.
That's
My,
like
mom, my mom would be so proud.
My baby mom's
Now you're a
he's
supervisor,
around.
baby. You got
Nah,
power.
nurse
Now,
supervisor.
so if you should tell me, I tell
If
you,
you were the
this,
nurse supervisor,
They made bread, yo.
If you
They
should
made
tell
money.
me-
I'll tell you that right now.
if you should tell me,
you a doctor. You a goddamn doctor.
In
They
high
do more
school-
than doctors, though.
if you tell me in high school that I was gonna be working in a hospital and I'd be doing what I'm doing, I'm like, oh, look at you, like, all right, bro.
It's either that or a cab driver.
a cab, yeah, the other cab, in New York. Yep, he right.
How are the
He
two
right.
spectrums?
So,
It's
so
Haitian and Dominican.
all right.
That's
So let
just
me.
what we
I'll
do.
tell you what I do. So I'm a supervisor for Periop materials. So all the materials that they use in the OR, disposable materials. All the materials, I'm in charge of making sure that we have it in stock for the operating room. So right now, my staff, they're literally picking cases for tomorrow. So I think we have 27 OR rooms. So, and we do cases
So you're
from
constantly working.
vascular, neuro, you do lap appies, you do all different type of,
What was it? What?
Lap appies, like, it's all this, whatever, bro. You
I
just
like
do-
that name, Lap Appies.
Name your next kid that. I don't know what to tell you.
No. I've been pulling out since
So you
2006.
did that work, and ended
Well,
up.
I started the company I work for. Actually, the company I work for, I'm plugging Northwell Health. They actually was the first, the first person that got vaccinated.
Was that your hospital?
Was
Oh,
at my
shit, I remember you
hospital.
telling
That's
us. You're
at-
right,
yeah, it's
you're
at
right,
Northwell.
you're right.
And they're actually shouting them out on what is it, American?
Oh, they're on AGT. Yeah.
yeah. You
They
know
got
that
a
little
choir.
choir? That's
Yeah,
them.
yeah. Oh,
So
shit.
some of those people are from my hospital.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
should
them
have joined. Yeah,
personally,
you got
but-
that voice of an angel.
Yeah.
His voice is
Woo,
soothing.
woo.
Combination of Fergie and Jesus.
You know what I mean? But my job is very stressful. We do a lot of surgeries. You do between like 60 to 80 cases a day.
Damn.
And it's all different type of cases. That's wild. And then, we deal with tissues, veins, human tissues. I get human tissues that our implant coordinators have to put in. Like
So you got to make because
That's
if you
stressful.
fuck
it's
that
time
up,
sensitive
you
stuff.
fuck up that whole surgery.
It's time sensitive stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of
So how's
breast
the,
augmentations. Got a lot of those.
Titties.
A lot of those. We got to make sure we get all our,
I don't
our
mind.
implants.
I'm not
Titties.
trying
So like, now you're coming home and then you're dealing with the two kids at home.
Exactly. So this is the pros and the cons. You know what I mean?
Because
I love
if you were to tell somebody you're getting off at 2:00, you feel like I got the rest of the day.
exactly, but that's not the case.
That's not the case.
No, not
Depending
at all.
on the traffic, and depending if I leave at 2.
Forget the traffic. You got kids and a wife.
Exactly.
That's not the same.
Exactly. So now that work-life balance is where it needs to be.
Yeah, man.
It's tough. It's hard. You know what I mean? So I'm always struggling between it. And now they're getting at the age, where they're all interactive and stuff like that. So like one thing I try to do, with my kids, I'm very active with my kids. So one thing I try to do, like before I go to work, I leave little notes for them. I draw little pictures or whatever. I leave notes for them and say,
Every time I
Sounds
talk
like
to
a good father.
every
yo.
time,
Yo, father.
every time I
dad of the
every
year.
time every
Damn,
time I
dad-
talk to
the-
Wesley,
the dad of
I
the
feel
year.
like the worst father.
You feel like
ever.
an inadequate father, right?
Little by little, it's like he's giving me gut checks every
No,
time.
I'm not, bro. I'm not. It's
But
just,
remember, peep the difference in age between his kids and your kids. Your kid is 2 years away from being an adult.
yeah. See, I don't know how my kids are gonna react
kids
to
are
all this
younger.
stuff. I got a 5-year-old.
You imagine your son like gay?
You leave a note for your son. He goes, "What is this?
And he
What
writes,
is this?"
and he writes
One of
gay.
those, gay.
Hey, real quick.
He goes, ha.
Happy
gay.
Pride Month to everybody. There's no
Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Pride
Yo,
Month.
happy
If
Pride
you-
Month.
Happy Pride
Whatever
Month.
floats
to
You
the-
can't joke about
Wait,
it.
happy Pride. wait, happy Pride Month to the sassiest bitch of Fifth War Media.
Yes, honey.
Get him.
Yes, bitch.
Hey, listen, man, you gotta
But
live it
nah.
up. Love you guys.
But damn, still at even with all that, you're at a 7.
I'm still at a 7. Man,
like that.
I'm an optimistic person.
That's good,
bro.
though.
I'm a, you know,
As long
you
as
know,
you keep it that way,
I
you
keep it
see
positive.
everything.
Tell me, I'm
he's a
telling you,
positive person. He
Yeah,
has good
he
energy.
is.
Like
I
West,
try, yeah, I try,
West brings
yo.
good
He's
energy.
like Mr. Rogers positive, but in a good way.
I
though,
don't know.
'cause I fuck
Mr.
with
Rogers
Mr.
a little
Rogers.
seemed a little rapey.
Nah, don't. Whoa, no slander against Mr. Rogers. Come on, guys.
Mr. Rogers had a little rapey
Nah,
filter.
Yeah,
don't
right,
do
he-
that.
he just
You don't
never got
play
caught.
no
It was
Don't
a
do that to
beautiful
my
day
guy.
in the neighborhood, and he
Hey, yo,
knocked
rest
the
in
shoes
peace,
off.
yo. Rest in peace to the legend. Come on, don't do that. To him.
he just never got
Don't
caught.
do
is
that.
what
So
telling me?
you're at a 7. So
I'm
you're
at
at
a
a 7.
se-
You're
I'm at a
good.
7.
No, that's
No,
props
no
to you.
grown man keeps puppet in his house. Yeah.
Yeah. Or a train
In the train
set.
Yo,
You got trains in your
that's not-
basement?
yo,
I'm
out.
Put the lotion in the
Something's
skin.
wrong, yo. Oh,
Word.
man,
So
let's
I'm a good 7 right now, bro. Life is
That's
good.
good.
Life is too
Seven,
short, man.
7 is good. And anything under 6, I think there's you gotta like sit.
I'm a
talk
good
to your
7
boy.
too because they just closed like they call it like the Surge B, the area where they had all the COVID patients in there. They officially closed that area down,
Ooh, that's good.
which is a big.
So you
big
got
news.
inside news. So what does that mean?
What's the scoop? You
We
got tea.
open? We
Spill,
back
sis.
at it?
I
Dirty
think-
jerseys?
yo.
Spill.
What are we
sis.
doing?
Well, it'd be New York, not Jersey. I don't work in a
New
Jersey
York doesn't
hospital.
open up until July 1st. Fully open up.
Fully.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Who, New York?
Yeah,
What? Because the cases have just gone down so much. That
I think there was
they
70%
can
of
manage it.
as soon as 70% of like New Yorkers are vaccinated.
He said 7%.
70%.
Oh, 7. I think he said 7. Like, yo, they were wild.
No. Then they're gonna. That's what I heard actually, but
He's not trying to incriminate himself. He's a smart man.
I try.
Smart man.
But,
so
I
I mean, y'all got vaccinated, right? You
Yeah,
didn't.
Yeah,
I'm
I
double
got-
vaxxed up.
Bro, I've been vaccinated.
I'm double vaxxed
So
up.
y'all good, yo.
your fucking
good.
dick smell away. Talk to me.
Wait,
What?
When your
Nah.
dick smell
There's
away.
been you've been vaccinated for almost 3 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you would have had a side effect, you would have got it by now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Unless it's something like long
What y'all get?
term.
Y'all got the Pfizer joint?
I
The
got
Johnson
Pfizer.
I got
Johnson?
Moderna.
I got Pfizer.
And Moderna was actually the one that hit people like the strongest. You know, people like people.
Yeah, that's what I
No,
heard
people
too.
call that a
So
word.
I got hit
I had a lot of
harder on the
call-outs.
first dose. I got hit harder. On
I
the
think
first
everybody's
dose.
just a little different. On
And then
this.
the second dose, I was okay. My arm was hurting, but I was
You
okay.
didn't take it?
For what?
he had it.
Triple five.
I had that shit like 6 times.
I had it.
He licked the stalls at the Irvin Inn. He's good.
I'm like, give me that.
Facts.
I'm immune.
And then
man.
December we're gonna be like,
You
we're
know,
gathered
I-
here today.
you know-
He drinks
Oh,
at the
shit.
black hole.
You know,
Wait,
how I am
every
legend.
drinks at the
wait,
black
we're
hole.
gonna be like, yo, dearly beloved, we're gathered here today to celebrate the life and times of
I'm
Ray.
like, yo,
He was never on time.
Me
He's
and
never on time.
me
His death was definitely untimely.
He's gonna be at his own funeral.
Me and Steve are like, I am legend. Like that should just walk right past us. You know, like, what was the one that Brad Pitt, the zombie movie with Brad Pitt?
Wait.
World
I am
War Z.
legend.
No, it
I am
didn't.
They
legend.
just
Ray, it didn't pass by you because you had it.
Yo,
Yeah,
Ray.
no
I am legend.
effects,
Didn't,
But you
didn't,
still had it.
didn't Will Smith die?
Yeah, he did.
You still had it.
He died.
Smith died,
He
yes.
died.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
scared. I was watching that shit in IMAX. I
did
closed my eyes multiple times.
Jesus.
But yeah, nah. Like as far as I'm concerned, you would think that somebody who is unemployed, got let go from their job, wouldn't be feeling.
You better.
Well,
I'll be on.
nowadays with like,
I'll be on
But
suicide
nowadays,
watch.
with-
unemployment,
yeah,
all
and
that
like,
shit,
and not just that, but like, I wasn't happy there.
yeah.
And like my own family knew it.
So
They were-
secretly, you were probably looking for a way out, and they gave you a way out.
Yeah. So not gonna say all that. I got an unemployment call coming up. All right.
Well, but you know what I'm saying.
But nah, I wasn't like, yo, I knew I wasn't happy. Like my family saw that, like, yo, you're miserable. You gained a shit ton of weight. You depressed as fuck. Like, come home saying all the time you hate your job. Like, so it was a kind of a relief. Some weight off my shoulders. I wasn't upset that they fired me. because fuck that place. But I was a little upset that I got fired from a job. Because I've never gotten fired from a job before. So it hits different because I've always left my jobs. There's one job where I got laid off because of budget cuts, but I can take that. You know, like getting laid off because of budget cuts, I can take that. But like the getting fired part was kind of burned me a little bit. But to be honest,
it's a little bit of a gut check.
Yeah, but on a scale of 1 to 10, and you know
what it is though. I'm sorry to cut you off, because like you put a lot of importance to your job a lot of times. Like you sacrifice things like, oh, I'm not gonna go out because I gotta go to work. You're like, damn, and you focus a lot of time and effort, and then they could just easily just be like,
bye.
Yeah,
You're
I always tell everybody, bro. Even me, I tell my staff, I tell people like, yo, we're all replaceable, bro.
Yeah. Facts.
So I'm gone, and find somebody else.
Wait, and it's something I've always told him, and I've always told Steve, because they're very stingy about.
Well, Steve's in a whole
time.
different tax bracket,
No,
so I see why he's
no.
he works
But
the way he
you
does.
guys are also very, very worrisome and very stingy about taking your time off. Take your fucking time off because God forbid,
You
knock
earned
on wood,
it, and it's your time.
something happens
It's
to
true.
you,
It's true.
or you get fired, your job will replace you in less than a week.
Oh, without a doubt.
So it's like, I get it. Be responsible, but also, yo, you earned that fucking time.
But that's the way
Take
we're
that
raised,
time
though.
off.
We're raised that
Nah,
way.
you gotta
and
break
it's wrong.
that cycle,
and it's
bro.
wrong.
You gotta break that cycle.
Right? There's
Break that
moments
cycle.
you're like, oh, I can't call out 2 days in a row. I gotta call out 1 day. Like, you know, like it's one of those
I'm looking
things.
at this shit. You got time.
Yeah,
Like,
you got time. You
got
got
So
time.
Paul's
bro.
been good with that. Like Paul, if he needs to take days off, he'll take his days off.
Yeah,
Me, on the other hand, I won't.
But it's like that when you told me that day that you requested off.
Oh yeah, and I had to
And
log
then what
in.
happened?
I had to
They
log
called
into
you
it.
and-
I had to
Nah,
log
I
in.
wouldn't.
Motherfucker, I would have never answered that phone.
The reason you request off is because
Well, that's the
you
thing,
have
I'm a
something
supervisor.
planned.
It doesn't matter.
I'm a manager, right?
It doesn't matter.
Bro.
So like they're like, yo, this person and this person called out. It's just me and this person.
But it doesn't
and I need
reflect.
help.
But okay, maybe they want to make it look like it'll reflect poorly in your eyes. But at the end of the day, it doesn't, because that's your time. Your time is your time, bro.
Like granted, I make jokes about like you guys make jokes like, oh yeah, like I'm not the greatest person. But when it comes to like work and like if you call me like, yo, I need help, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing to help
of course.
you. Because at the end of the day, if I need a favor from them, they'll do it for me.
Yeah.
Well-
but if you're not in the office, there's
If-
a whole different. Like
If
it's
you
your requested day off,
if you
bro,
request a day off,
yo, put your phone on silent or
And
screen your phone
you
calls
don't
and
even-
don't answer.
nigga, you don't even have to put your phone on silent. They could call you.
And you don't have to answer.
You don't have to answer.
You don't have
You
to
can
answer.
answer. You can still answer, but they can't expect you to come in.
No, I didn't go in. I logged in.
Same
You
thing.
you can't. No,
Dude,
that's-
it's like
You're
okay,
doing
you're in a-
work.
wait, wait.
Imagine you were
It's
at
like
like
it's
the
like
hospital
a girl. Yo, it's like a girl
having
who
a
flirts with
procedure
you.
and they're calling you. Would they get mad that you didn't
'Cause-
answer?
Look, here's my question to you, Ray. You
And
request.
like
You
that,
put
this
those.
a-
You
this a-
put
this a
those.
cycle. I got to break.
Look. You put those time in, right? You put
yeah.
that request in. You got to prove for it, right? Okay. So if they call and tell you to log in, it's like, nah, I can't. That can't be held against you because this is your time off that you requested. So therefore, there's no reason why you should be held accountable for a day that you requested off.
Wait, and I know what he's gonna say because he said it to me when we had that conversation. He said, "Yeah, but like my team counts on me. Your team should be built to where when you're not there, they should be able to pick up the slack and handle no matter what kind of work comes through.
No, and not to
That's what days off are for.
And, not
And
to
look,
shit
and
on none of
I would
them.
notice that at my job that where, for example, when I went to Atlanta earlier this year, right? We were on schedule, ahead of our work. Everything was done, right? Y'all was gone for 5 fucking days, 3 work days. I come back, we're fucking like a week behind. How? How does that happen? So I'm just like, yo, and I noticed that every time I went on vacation or I went on a trip, it was the same shit happened. But when I wasn't at work, I mean, when people weren't at work, I'm over here like, they were like, yo, can you do this? Do this? I got it. Boom, 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 boom. I'll tell you an example. So the Monday after I got my vaccine, I wasn't feeling well. So I called out. So then by the middle of the week,
put that on a cliff note. He called out after his vaccine.
by the middle of the week, but I had time. So
I ain't shit though.
by the middle of the week, they were talking about like, oh, we're behind. There's work that we got to do. And then like certain people's work got reassigned, right? So then I was like, guys, you know, I want to apologize for I'm still playing catch up because I wasn't here Monday. Because no one did none of my stuff. And then somebody had like, and it wasn't me making excuses. It was me just saying like, hey, I'm catching up. If you guys have anything that's mine, I got it.
Oh shit.
Like me taking accountability. Then some fucking bitch that I work with was just like, well,
Used to.
you're
Used to work with.
that I used to work with.
Stupid
Thank
bitch.
you, thank you.
It was bubbly to me.
Yo,
Used
she
to.
was like,
You're a very nice lady, bitch.
so wait, so she was like, oh, well, everybody's responsible for their own work. I was like, no one's saying that I'm not responsible for. I'm taking accountability. I'm apologizing as to if you guys have anything that's mine, I'll take care of it. The reason you got it is because I wasn't here on Monday. I was like, I'm not telling you to do it. I was like, because I don't need people to do my stuff. I'll do my own work. I was like, but just remember the words you say, because whenever you're not here,
I don't fly the same way.
exactly. So
Well, to
at the end of the day, piggyback back to everything.
I just want to say is, I agree with you guys, because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
when they're off, I don't call nobody,
Yeah.
yeah.
right? But if
Respecting
I'm
other
off,
people's time off.
I
See?
get a phone call or text.
Nah.
Is you know what I'm saying?
You have to set boundaries, bro.
and it's right.
If-
I agree with you.
If it's an emergency,
I get it.
I
that,
get
that
it.
wasn't
But they
an
make
emergency.
everything an emergency.
They
Nah,
make
if
everything
it's-
an emergency.
yo, for
They'll
instance-
gaslight you and tell you everything's an emergency when
my
it's not.
so for instance, in my job right now,
But you
I'm
work in a
no.
hospital. There's
No,
a
listen,
big
listen.
difference.
Yeah, but still, I'm
The
not
word
gonna-
emergency is
listen,
an emergency.
I'm gonna tell you.
Sorry.
So
Has a point. Has a point.
no, but listen. So all right, for instance, so right now I'm the only supervisor. I have some, because one supervisor got
So you're
got
telling me
let
you're
go.
hiring.
If you're willing to commute.
I am willing to commute.
Okay, we'll talk offline.
Wesley will hire you just so you can
So-
commute with you.
So my boss,
We can carpool.
we can it would be a different shift though, so I don't know.
Oh
But
shit!
my,
They put you on a night shift like that.
My manager, he's on a LOA. He's been on probably
What's
like 3
LOA?
months.
Oh, leave of absence. Damn, that's
3
dumb
months
as
now.
hell.
Oh, he
Wait,
pulling,
you're a
he
manager?
pulling
You
to
don't
me.
know that?
He pulling to me.
3 months pulling to me.
3 months without a kid.
This Achilles is killing me.
So my director is the one that's in charge. So he was out this whole week. Actually, he came back today, right? So there was certain instance where I was like, "Yo, I might need to call him." But I was like, "You know what? Nah, I'm gonna handle this on my own because it's his time and it's an opportunity for me to show him like, yo, I got this."
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's all about the mentality. Like if you're in charge and you're out of work, you know what I mean, your team is supposed to be able to hold it down. You know what I mean?
course. They
'Cause-
should. They
and,
should.
So that's what I'm saying. Like if it's an emergency, I get it. Call. But if you could figure it out on your own, that's part of learning. That's the experience.
Well, there's like from like when you handle like a big group of teams, there's always those people who are like so dependent on the supervisor to get through the day.
They can't do shit
They
without
can't do
them.
shit.
Yeah, but
Like-
all right. So to bring it back around, scale of 1 to 10, I'm feeling like an 8.5.
Good damn.
For somebody who got fired and just turned 35.
I'd be at fucking 2 right now. if I
Okay,
was
so
you.
I looked at it like this. I'm like, yo,
Unemployed?
I'll put it this way.
Nah,
Pen-
New Jersey takes care of you, baby.
Yo, I look at it like this.
Biden signed a bill, yo. It said
Yo, real quick.
anything under 10 grand is tax deductible,
So
baby.
wait, this is
So
my,
as long as you get employed by that 3rd or 4th month, you good,
Gucci?
baby.
so look, this is
you
this
getting
is
your whole check.
this is the plan. This is my plan that I have. My plan is
Sell coke.
I'm
He
definitely
Colombian.
not. That's fucked up.
Come on, baby.
We
No,
make fun of him
I'm
being a
Colombian,
cab
you'll
driver.
flight away, yo.
I'm paying paying all my bills for the
Fly
summer
away.
in
the
advance.
boo.
What was that?
I'm paying all my bills in the summer in advance. Like for June, July, August, I'm paying them all off in advance.
That's
now.
smart.
That way I don't have to worry about it, and I can take my time finding a job that I actually want. But
See,
I'm
you're in
also
a
going to
good, you're in a
focus
good
on
place though.
I'm going to focus on school, and I'm going to work hard on the brand, like Fifth Ward Media, the pods. Like,
Okay.
At least you're keeping your mind busy.
Yeah, no. I'm not. It's not like I'm sitting all
At
day,
home, yeah.
sleeping depressed. No. Now, I'm not going to lie. These past few days, aside from homework, what else have I done? Netflix. But I just got
And chill?
fired.
Yeah.
Netflix and chill.
Yeah. But after this unemployment call and
Chill?
see what happens with that,
said chill.
chill.
With Pamela.
But
Talk
no,
about
after
Pamela.
that
You know what?
happens,
Yeah.
I want to do that, and then I also want to travel. Cause I'm like, yo, you
Yeah.
know what? Let me get some of that out the way
That's what-
Get some of that out
before
the
I
way.
get a new
That's
job,
what I
and then
got from
I
Paul.
get locked down with like a week of vacation time until I start working more years.
Not for nothing, especially because in the situation you're in, like you don't got responsibilities in the sense of like
Kids.
mortgage, kids and
I
shit
don't
like
have-
that.
yeah, oh, yeah.
You could literally pack a backpack
And fucking go.
and just
Yeah.
go, my dude.
Dude, I already have like a list of like I kind of want to travel in the country. So there's like some cities I want to go to. Like I want to go to Nashville. I I want to go to Seattle.
Might as well.
I want to
Do
go
it,
to
bro.
San Diego, San Fran,
Cheapest
LA.
thing.
Yeah.
Get a fucking bus ticket.
Get
And
Airbnbs.
just
I
get
know.
the fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
No, I'm trying to, dude.
Take
That's-
your camera with you and just go.
Oh,
man.
the GoPro's coming with me.
That's it, man.
Absolutely,
Should
bro.
fucking
Have
move.
hella content.
that's the
So
thing.
let's get back to the actual what our pod, your entertainment.
Well, let's
about.
let's
So
finish
I'll
this
prov-
one.
okay, so-
let's finish this one. This is a welcome back
This-
episode.
yeah,
This was a.
big
You know
wait,
what,
wait.
we'll end it.
Wait,
we'll
can-
end it,
wait,
we'll
wait,
end it
let
on
me-
some funny. We'll end it on
Before the
what I
funny.
did for my birthday.
Oh, before the birthday, one thing I recommend, because I know you were talking about traveling.
Yeah.
So, one of my boys, shout out to Mark, he's getting married.
He's still getting married.
He's getting married in July. So,
Shout out to Mark.
Memorial Day weekend, we went to Lake George.
Oh, how was that?
My God,
I
bro.
love Lake George.
How far is that
I
right?
never. It was like
Upstate New York.
like probably like 4.
Well, upstate is tricky because like
Four,
it
yeah.
sounds like it's right there, but it fuck
No,
around
it's-
in 4
it's-
hours.
it's 4
it was
hours,
like
yeah, I know.
3.5, 4
It's a
hours.
state
that we
away,
took.
and you're like, it's 4 hours.
I've been to Lake George. Lake George is.
You
Let me
stayed.
tell
You
you-
stayed there, obviously.
Yeah, we stayed there.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. You know how people are like, oh man, I want like a beach house or whatever. I want a lake house, bro.
No, yeah.
I never experienced anything like that.
Yo, lake
Everything
houses
was
are
just
great.
As long as the water's clear,
yo.
it's smooth. You go to
super
lake houses
clear.
where
That-
like dirty lake.
Dude, no. Lake George is
You're not-
clean.
yeah, Lake
The
George-
people
I never
there are
seen
nice.
a lake so clear,
It's-
bro.
yo,
and then just
Adirondacks,
just the green,
baby.
yo, it was raining and everything.
You know you gotta book that shit like
way-
a year in advance, right?
Yeah, and
Yo,
expensive up there.
The way the rain was just hitting the leaves
was
and just
Tranquil.
I
That's
was
why he's
just-
at his 7, yo.
Damn, you got sensual.
Bro,
with it.
my
rain
zen
was
is just
the
like
rain hit
And
the
it's
leaves.
funny, like it's funny what a 4-hour drive away will do to you, yo. Go 3 hours south, you end up in Maryland. Go 4 hours west in Pennsylvania and like shit like
Gonna
that, and
fucking
it'll
get
clear
hungry.
your whole fucking
Yo,
world,
man,
yo.
it's just
All you
'cause
need is 2-3 days away.
everything around here is
it
so
resets
busy.
you,
Yeah,
yeah,
yo, two
man.
constantly moving.
Everything-
Two weekends
slows
after
down.
I came
Everything
back
was
from
at a
Atlanta,
standstill.
I went to the Poconos. I was like,
Even Atlanta's fun.
Yeah.
Even though it's a city, like you're out.
no,
you're doing
but
that
here's the
shit.
thing. When I went to Atlanta, so I went to Atlanta, but technically I went to Georgia. I stayed like 40 minutes outside of Georgia, Noonan, Georgia. Yo, it's beautiful out
Beautiful.
there. I got it. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
let
my
me find a house down
brother-in-law
there.
Just went to Ohio, and he was like, "Bro, this shit is popping."
You know what? You know what I heard is dope too? Kansas City, like the downtown.
I want their
area.
barbecue. I heard their
Nashville.
barbecue.
My nephew got, thank God, my nephew's like he got his head on right. This kid's 19 years old, just graduated high school. He's about to buy himself a house
Where?
Wait,
in
what?
fucking Ohio.
Dude,
shit probably dirt cheap,
Yo,
too.
see, it's the thing.
100
We
grand.
live in
out.
fucking
For
New
a
Jersey.
5-bedroom, 3-bathroom house.
What's there to do in Ohio?
Work and live off your fucking land, apparently.
He's fucking planting maize.
He's just
Dude,
like,
you know Dave Chappelle lives in Ohio, right?
That's Dave.
when he
Dave-
told me he was
Dave
gonna
Chappelle
move to
lives in-
Ohio,
Different, Dave's
I was like, mijo, like you could go to California, you could go anywhere. I'm like, you could literally go to fucking Hawaii
Yeah.
and just
Hawaii
live
sounds
your
beautiful,
fucking
too.
life. And he was like, I'm gonna go to Ohio, and I was like, bro. He called me back like, yo, I just graduated, da da da, you know. And he was like, I got a really good job. They're paying me really well.
I mean, why not? If
And he was like, listen, I'm going to send you the pictures of this house. I think I want to buy this house. Maybe you can come down 4th of July.
Yeah.
He sent me the pictures. I was like, how much they asking for this? He was like, 100 grand. I was like, bro, buy that shit now.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, your credit is good? He was like, it's okay. I was like, I'm going to tell you how to get your credit great so you
Yeah.
get that fucking shit now. Get that shit now. Get that shit
And think
all
about
out
it,
the way.
100 grand.
19?
Wait,
At
but 100
19?
grand, his deposit is gonna be pennies,
Crazy, bro.
especially if he has that good job. But you know what? I think it's good to kind of end this episode, kind of like a, just you know,
It's a refresher.
a refresher, palate cleanser. Remind people we're here. All right, we're coming taking over summer 2021. We outside, bitch. We outside.
That's Doja Cat.
Wait, what?
Yeah, those you can't
Can
find.
I see?
Her album fire, yo.
Is it?
Damn.
You listen to her music?
Hell yeah.
I mean,
me
her
see.
music's not for me, but
Her
I would
music is
definitely
lit, bro.
I definitely beat the brakes off that pussy.
I'll do that whole fucking, what's that, stiletto challenge? What's that challenge they was doing?
She looks nice.
The silhouette challenge.
Yeah, that shit.
You basic bitch.
I'll do that shit. But
All right. Anyways, let's wrap this all up here. So for me, myself, Ralph, I got Ray, Paul, and Wes.
Thank you
This is
guys.
our Party Entertainment, episode 68. See you guys at episode 69.
69.
We out.